She say that I'm cool. I'm like, yeah, that's true. I believe in G-O-D. Don't believe in T-H-O-T.
Oh, what a blessed time we live in. Sure, the majority of hits people are putting on the charts are already great solid bangers or pretty vibes with mediocrity in the minority. Sure, Olivia Rodrigo, Doja Cat, Billie Eilish, Megan Thee Stallion, Bo Burnham, and many more wonderfully developing musical acts have been having their moments and creating potential classics we have the privilege of being able to hear on the radio every day. Aside from the latter one, watch Inside on Netflix. Sure, we're arguably in a golden age when it comes to general overall quality in mainstream music, but even when looking past that, the bad music is totally inoffensive. Whiny 17-year-olds and your one embarrassingly corny uncle is what we're dealing with? Really? And then we have Astronaut in the Ocean. A fascinating case. Its journey of virality began in 2020, a year after its original release, when someone discovered a very new and unknown underground Australian rapper and decided to take his fourth single and sync it up with Fortnite gameplay. That took off and inspired many more montages, so Astronaut in the Ocean officially became a popular choice of epic gamer music. It was only in its pre-ironic phase. Then it evolved, or devolved depending on how you look at it, into a TikTok trend of similar variety with the song serving the same epic gamer usage. And then it became a bait and switch meme. You know, like getting stick bugged and gnomed. And that's not all it's infamously known for on the app, not even close. You know how the instrumental of songs like You Say Run, the Avengers theme, and Plastic Hearts can go with practically everything?
I can't hear you!
What you know about rolling down in the deep when your brain goes numb?
Yeah, TikTok's made a ton of remixes like these.
What you know about rolling down in the deep?
99% sure all of these are supposed to be bad on purpose. And if you've been on the internet for a while, you know that cringe is addictive. So the more views these remixes got, the more people jumped onto the trend of sharing and reacting extraordinarily. That being said, some people who use their basic understanding of tempos, rhythms, and beat drops did create some bangers.
I'm like, yeah, that's true. I believe in G-O-D. Don't believe in T-H-O-T. Let's just get this straight first.
But back on topic, this was Astronaut in the Ocean's ironic phase. By the time the over-the-top memes spread to all sectors of TikTok and to YouTube and other social medias, which it did in no time, all Zoomers collectively realized that Astronaut in the Ocean is not music to take seriously anymore. Instead, you're supposed to point and laugh because we've collectively deemed it cringe. No more, no less. And this phenomenon has gotten so out of hand, Astronaut in the Ocean went from a Fortnite song to an Among Us one.
What you know about rolling down in the deep when your brain goes numb? You can call that mental freeze when these people talk too much, but that shit is.
And it also made it to the top 10 of the Billboard Hot 100. No, but this is actually super remarkable and worth discussing. Music only becomes popular because they're heavily promoted and people buy into them, right? That's how the industry works. But Masked Wolf has barely any discography and only started heavily promoting Astronaut after Astronaut unexpectedly went viral. Has a song going mainstream because it's bad and not in spite of it ever happened before?
It's Friday.
Yeah, and exactly 1 decade ago too. 14-year-old Rebecca Black was brutally torn apart by the internet at every angle, most notably for Friday being seen as the epitome of obnoxious mainstream pop with the overuse of auto-tune and repetitive lyrics, despite the song might as well not even belonging to her since the guest rapper actually wrote the whole thing. According to older friends, Friday was inescapable even outside of internet toxicity, being played on the radio often. I don't remember that personally, but I'll take their word for it. It was clearly big enough to land on the Billboard Hot 100 briefly, and this was before they counted YouTube views in their metrics. Nothing but Friday's airplay and sales carried it onto the charts. This means the music industry was forced to see Friday as a real pop song, as practically unanimously hated as it was. Also, shout out to its Everyday Bro, I Love It, Gucci Gang, and Baby Shark, which had similar popularity. Especially Gucci Gang and Baby Shark, which were so huge they made it onto their respective year-end Hot 100s. I'm glad they did. Not counting them as the biggest songs of their years would be injustice. And yet, Astronaut in the Ocean is bigger than all of these. This one's actually stable on the Billboard Hot 100's top 10. 14th biggest song of the year so far, was number 1 on digital sales at some point. You get the idea, and I'll shut up. But this doesn't even change the fact that, for a real smash hit, Astronaut in the Ocean is hated. You don't need to look far into the YouTube comments to see. No Jimmy Fallon performance or Genius interview can change that. Astronaut has its passionate fans that are usually among the infamous white, real hip-hop lyrical miracle Eminem's GOAT group. I've also heard a rumor about it having hundreds of thousands of casual listeners, which is why the meme is probably in its post-ironic phase by now. Yeah, it definitely is. It's long peaked in popularity and has since been falling off, which really isn't convenient for this video since I began writing it in late June. Truly shows that I am taught in the shadows, one worthy late to trends opponent he's needed for years. Come at me, bro. What? You afraid of an ooh-woo sussy cat girl? So, Astronaut in the Ocean is actually one of my favorite hits of the year so far. Where do I start?
Astro, no.
I guess with the reason people didn't hate the song at first. That initial build-up is undeniably hype. The thick strings have this intimidating yet effortlessly cool sound to them. And the beeping that makes you sound like you're in a rocket about to blast off, so thoughtful. Those two sounds building up to the hook is already one of the most epic moments of the year.
What you know about rolling down in the deep when your brain goes numb, you can...
Masked Wolf's voice really suits the beat. I like its texture and the upbeat delivery that makes him sound so... awesome isn't the right word. Fearless. He goes all in, committing to his lyrics, rapping them as if he's written the best song in the world. I have to admire that attitude.
What you know about rolling down in the deep when your brain...
The chorus actually only repeats twice, so it makes you really savor the moment when it comes at the start and end. And in between, you get a whole variety of flows constantly keeping you entertained. Not a single second wasted here, yet nothing goes on for too long either. I'll just call it what it is. Genuinely perfect pacing. Don't bother changing my mind. I guess Astronaut has two genuinely bad lines. I already showed you the first at the beginning, but the second... Calling yourself fine is like the last thing I'd say deserves a beat drop. Sure, Astronaut's got a bunch of nonsense trying to pass as flexing, but aside from that line, they all just sound so good together. The rhymes genuinely sound awesome all the way through. Not one feels out of place in that sense.
Pass the baton, back to the mom, swimming in the pool, can't drink them all. When a piece of this, a piece of mine, my piece of sign, can you please read between the lines?
If this song has a group of really passionate non-English speaking fans, I get it. It's just so easy to tell that people are desperately seeking for the next musical target to bash on, that any strange newcomers with material and their hits easily deemable as cringe will have their flaws portrayed cartoonishly over the top. If you don't care about Astronaut that much, I guess it's fine if you do that, it's all in good fun. But if you're a critic, don't know if blowing those flaws out of proportion and critiquing them seriously is how criticism works. And joining the general consensus because of easy connecting the dots with added problematic seasoning isn't either. Not saying you're not allowed to dislike Astronaut, but don't be afraid to love it. Be proud of your opinions, especially your most passionate ones. They make you interesting and unique, which is always something to value. Since I don't know anyone else who unironically loves Astronaut in the Ocean as much as I do, I declare myself, Camz, the official leader of the Astronaut in the Oceanators. Or Itos for short. If you too genuinely like the song, you're one of my Itos, and my first order for you is to rise up. And subscribe and like and comment. I send y'all good vibes. Bye!
I feel like an astronaut in the ocean.
Oh, wondering why I'm an Among Us crewmate? Right, so some rebranding's been going on and you guys just haven't been ready for my newest form. Until now. Actually, I haven't been ready until now. Around the time my videos became inconsistent, I got a job to save up for a new setup. Cute, right? Ethan the double agent, yes, Ethan the double agent built me that computer right there. It's so powerful and has been working wonders for me. Shout out to him. So now that I don't have to work with a laptop that can barely render from Adobe Premiere, YouTube content creation will be so much easier and quicker to make. And best of all, I can stream again! Camz is re-debuting on Twitch soon after this video premieres. Be there in 30 minutes and we'll get started at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard. I'll be playing Among Us with music critic friends over in my big bro Luke's Discord server. I hope you recognize some of these members. Link to my Twitch, the server, and my modeler Ari's profile is below. So yeah, tonight we're doing Among Us, and I'm also free to answer whatever questions you want. And do whatever, really. Later, I plan on playing a bunch of Mario 3D World, Project Diva, Gartic Phone, Jackbox, The Sims, even Tier List Maker, anime and movie watch-alongs, just chatting, and singing in karaoke streams. I bet some of you watching remember those from the past. You don't want to miss them now, because they were so memorable before. See ya soon. Until then, I send good vibes.